How's it YouTube? My name is Tian. I'm a fisherman here in South Africa. I've been fishing for almost 30 years and I would like to share some of my experience with you guys. One question that I've seen on Facebook over the past year or two that popped up fairly recently is, if you are a beginner fisherman, or especially let's say a beginner bass fisherman, what should you buy, to put in your bass fishing tackle box? Okay, I know it can be quite overwhelming if you're a beginner fisherman. You walk into a tackle shop and you literally see thousands of different lures in front of you and you just don't know what to spend your money on. Some lures can be very expensive, some are quite cheap, but I know it can be very overwhelming and you just don't know what to buy. So tonight I want to share with you guys a few of the lures that I've had a lot of success on over the past 30 years as a fisherman here in South Africa. A lot of South Africa's dams are very overfished, so you will have to know exactly what to use, in order to catch a bass. And I'm going to share with you guys a few of the baits that I've had success on. And as a beginner bass fisherman, you can maybe buy one or two of these, just to start off with, and you can see how it works for you. Without wasting any further time, guys, I would suggest buy yourself a crankbait or two. They come in a variety of shapes, a variety of sizes. I've had success on these over the years, so I would really suggest you buy yourself a crankbait or two, like this one from Rapala. It's a Ratlin Fat Trap. I've caught a lot of fish on this over the years. They come in different colors. They can sometimes be quite, crankbaits can sometimes be quite expensive, but I would suggest you buy yourself maybe one or two crankbaits. I've caught fish on all of these over the years, and as a beginner I would suggest you maybe buy one or two for your tackle box. Then definitely something that I would suggest for every beginner bass fisherman to put in your tackle box will be a top water lure or two. I've caught a lot of bass on a hula popper. Top water fishing can be quite exciting, especially if you see how a big bass grab this thing off the surface of the water. It can be really exciting. Also, like these plastic top water frogs, they do catch fish, and I would suggest as a beginner bass fisherman you buy yourself something like this for your tackle box if you really want to catch fish. Okay, then also one of my favorite lures to use as a beginner bass fisherman, I would suggest you buy yourself a spinnerbait. Okay, they come in a variety of colors. The skirts, they come in a variety of colors, but I've caught a lot of bass on a white spinnerbait, and also I usually put a soft plastic grub or a frog on the hook as a bit of a trailer. Guys, these things, they catch big bass. Okay, they are not very expensive, and I would suggest you buy yourself a spinnerbait to put in your tackle box as a beginner fisherman. They do catch fish. And then my personal favorites, I just love to use plastic baits, soft plastic baits. I will show you guys a few of the ones that I've bought over the past few years, and I've caught piles of bass on these types of lures. The first one that I want to start with is the plastic lizard. If you rig it on a Texas rig, they catch a lot of bass, guys. Bass just love them. Okay, then also creature type baits. These things catch bass. It's a soft lure. If you buy yourself a packet of creature type baits, you rig it weightless or on a Texas rig or something like that, you will catch fish on it. Then also one of my personal favorites, and I sometimes catch up to 15 bass or 20 bass a day on these guys. Buy yourself a brush hog. Soft plastic brush hogs, guys. It looks a bit like some kind of grasshopper or something, but these guys, they catch a lot of bass. I just love to use them. Brush hogs, they work. Okay, then also bass like to eat worms. You can also buy yourself something like a ringworm or worms, they come in different shapes and sizes, but plastic, soft plastic worms, guys, these things, they do catch bass. Okay, then also this is usually my go-to lure when the going gets tough. I've been at dams, and when the other guys catch nothing, I switch to one of these, and it's usually not long, and I will catch a bass. Is soft plastic frogs. It's a soft plastic bait. You rig it weightless on a Texas rig, and I promise you, it's got a beautiful action in the water. If you look at the little legs there, and these things, they do catch bass. Okay, then also, guys, this is a bit of an open water bait, but I can promise you, I've caught big bass, big catfish on these guys in South Africa's overfished dams. They work very well. It's a bit of an open water bait because the treble hook at the bottom can easily snag. But if you buy yourself a packet of swim baits, guys, these things, bass just love them, catfish love them. I've caught a lot of big fish on these baits in the past. So you can maybe invest in a packet of swim baits. Then, if you are going to buy plastic baits like these that I've just shown you, you're going to need bass hooks. So I will suggest you buy yourself a packet of bass hooks, something like this. Okay, for your rig, you are going to need bass hooks. And then also for a Texas rig, you can maybe buy a few bullet weights, a packet of bullet weights for your Texas rig. Then also, I would suggest do not go bass fishing without the following. You are going to need it. Guys, sometimes the bass, they like to swallow the lures that you throw at them, and sometimes you will not be able to remove those hooks with your fingers or your hands. So I would suggest for your bass fishing tackle box, you buy a pair of long nose pliers, and trust me, when you hook a bass quite deep in the throat, you are going to be really glad that you have one of these in your tackle box. And then also, I will suggest you put a pair of scissors. I've had these for many years, and I still use them. Close to 30 years I've had this pair of scissors. I would suggest you put them in your tackle box for when you make your rig and you want to cut off excess gut. Okay, so guys, I hope you have found this video helpful. For those beginner bass fishermen out there, if you don't know what to put in your tackle box, you don't have to go and buy all of these. You can buy some of them, try, see what works for you, and as you build up your experience, you will know which your go-to lures are, which are the ones that work really well, or which are the ones that work for you. But this is what have worked for me over the past 30 odd years or so, and I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my Instagram page, follow the link in the description, @fishing_in South Africa. Follow the link in the description, and on Instagram you guys can see some of the fish that I've caught over the past years. Guys, if you have found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with new beginner bass fishermen.